Hello and welcome to the episode that would have been episode 41 of the Kain Campaign. I am your DM, David, and 41 is the age I am. Ha!
Take that!
I tricked you into thinking I was not 41. Let's go around and say what ages we really are, or any other interesting fact about yourself.
Oh, God. My name is Sean, and I'm left-handed, and I really
It should be noted that Sean gestured with his right hand when he said left-handed.
Yeah, to throw you off the fucking scent, all you podcast listeners that can read handedness by tone of voice. And I play the human druid Locron, Steven.
Hey, Sean said my name. You heard it earlier. I play Window and Simple Garbage Teen. And interesting fact about me is that, according to doctors, I've broken a countless number of bones.
What?
Yeah, because the elbow is a lot of bones.
It's not.
Well, shut up, Sean.
It's also definitely not countless.
And I was a little kid. I was a little kid, and I had a shattered elbow, and the doctor was like, "You've broken countless bones," and I was like, "Ah!"
Just on the chart, we didn't even bother.
Countless.
Yeah.
Just so many
I've never
bones.
seen so many broken bones in such a small area.
For kids at home that are going to be anatomists, it's 3. There are 3 bones.
For the kids who don't give a shit, like all other kids, there's countless.
That's right, kids. Don't count. Counting's for suckers.
Yeah, don't count the
That's
bones.
a sucker's game.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm Dan. I will be playing the human rogue Simon and the dinosaur RPGentlemen. A fact about Dan is that he has all his teeth.
How many
All
teeth
of
are
them.
there in the mouth, Dan?
Many.
Countless.
Countless teeth.
Countless plus.
We
'cause
all
I can
got
tell there are
there.
more teeth than there are bones
Yeah.
in the human elbow.
Oh, but interesting fact about that, actually one of my teeth is only half a tooth. So,
Oh.
Is that because you just
I'll
opened
leave
a
it
beer
up to
bottle with your
Countless
teeth?
0.5.
Yep, it just happened. No, it's, what?
Countless 0.5.
Countless minus 0.5.
Yep.
Yeah.
My name is Patrick. I was still doing ages because I'm 2 12-year-olds in a trench coat. And I'm the second crotch level 1. No.
I don't think you're allowed to say crotch and
Pancreas
12-year-old in the
sentence.
same
It's too
sentence.
close.
That's true. All of that aside, interesting fact about me is that I lost this week's episode into the depths of the underworld of Hades' domain of my computer.
Also known as the recycling bin.
Possibly, David. I don't do both the clickings and the choosings of the computer icons.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't speak.
And that's why we lost the episode.
That is because of science and magnets
No,
and why.
it should be noted that the Patrick's computer basically just like exploded for half a day.
yeah,
and
it's
then-
just not functioning as a computer should.
So,
With the ones and the zeros.
because of that, we had recorded episode 41 2 weeks ago. It was a riveting episode.
It was so prime.
And next week we'll be bringing you episode 42, which we have already recorded. And so we're gonna, instead of re-recording episode 41 and giving you all a bunch of canned reactions to things like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Instead, we're going to just sort of run through quickly what did happen.
With Kabuki Theater!
So everybody get out your shadow screens
This will go great over a podcast.
and your white face makeup.
That's offensive.
No, they put on white face makeup.
Tradition, John.
Tradition.
All right.
The
So
countless bones of the elbow.
So we gotta
Oh,
do if you remember last week, but it wasn't last week because last week the 3rd episode of Mouse Guard came out. So if you remember several weeks ago during episode 40 of the Kain Campaign, Simon betrayed the shit out of you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
what I
okay
did.
with it.
Yeah, the bear leg, or excuse me, Locron, who has a bear leg, who is not bear leg. It's all
Yes.
quite confusing.
You're a spectrum. It's all a spectrum.
Yeah, man.
Very
don't
like
put me in your bear box, okay? I don't fit and neat in your bear box.
Yeah. You're gonna meet Leonardo DiCaprio next episode.
We're gonna high five so
Ooh.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He explodes.
With Oscars.
Yeah.
Into Oscars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Shout out to the
Good for you.
Oscars.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You
Also,
go win it this year, Leo.
that bear got snubbed. I think
Yeah.
the bear equally as much as DiCaprio.
Yep.
Didn't someone actually mocapped the bear, right?
Mhm.
Like it was okay.
And it was a dude in a suit.
Like
Oh,
a like a 3-piece suit?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Three-piece bear suit.
Yep.
It's the only way to
Hashtag
emulate the raw animalistic movements of a bear.
It's a guy in a suit rolling around.
A particularly animalistic
What
man.
was the resume of that man? I'm really into bears.
No,
you have the job.
it was just like a guy wore a suit to the set, and they're like, "You, sir."
Like you could be a bear.
Today's your lucky bear
And
day.
he's like, "Oh, bother."
It's gotta be the guy who plays Gollum,
You get to
right?
make out with DiCaprio for a bit.
You dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bear job.
But if you remember several
job.
episodes ago,
YouTubers.
Simon brought everybody to the center of town after learning the whereabouts of his brother Syriza, and also being slightly betrayed by Tempest, because perhaps they've been working with Terra. And so he called everybody to the center of town and said, "Hey, check out this awesome magic trick. I just took a brain tincture that will make you listen to me. Everybody walk into the lava." And everyone did. You guys tried to stop it, but you only slightly succeeded. Window then told Simon that he was not his friend anymore.
Not Windows friend anymore.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Simon was not Window's friend anymore. But maybe Simon still likes Window. Who knows?
Betrayal of trust.
Hashtag betrayal.
Well, does Simon like anyone? Like, who are you closest to that is extant?
Magic.
He has a brother.
Yeah, we
but I
found
mean
out
that we've
about
met.
him.
That's like we haven't met your brother.
And
We don't know
also,
if he's
Simon
married.
hasn't seen his brother for
He has,
like 20 years.
There's like a secret agent buddy he grew up in Tempest
It's
with.
bothering me you aren't
Sure,
instantly
why not?
saying one of us.
What?
What?
I mean, you guys found him in a flying cabin
Yeah, we
and
forget
tried to
how, like,
push him out the window.
Yeah.
I mean, I did share a jail cell with all y'all, so I mean that's...
shared a jail cell and also like a dream.
Yeah. No, I think he was probably pretty close with Dap. I think he was probably pretty close with Dap.
Yeah, there was a
And
rough
then Dap was
friendship
gone.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you're
Not a
feeling
big-
a little disconnected that I
I
left
think
you
it's
as my
getting
kid.
there.
Really, I'm just fishing for you love Locron, right?
Well,
Well.
I mean, like he's one of the party.
That
That I
always be said of a
cannot.
man.
That I cannot
Yeah.
dispute.
But so that means that that was what happened in episode 40, and so now we are going to reenact what happened in the lost annals of episode 41 to some extent. To start things off,
Anal the first.
Annal the first. Damn it, Patrick.
Go ahead.
Grow up, you two 12-year-olds. I expect more from you.
We're maturing as quickly as
You
we
think
can.
it means double the maturity, but it really means double the dick jokes
Yeah.
and the annals.
Again, you can't say dick jokes or annals in the same sentence as 12-year-olds. But
But it did.
okay, so Mountain Aem at the top of the laser drill, witnessing the fire spirit, so-called, and this magician telling all of his constituents to walk into the lava. He shouted down, "I will bury you, Syriza, you the magician. You're gonna get stabbed real good by my stone man."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Buddy.
And then a stone knight, one of the golems made of stone that looked like a knight, charged you with a shield and shield bashed you.
Yeah.
Into
there
the
was-
lava?
There was several very poor rolls that led to me being flung.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feet
Into the
first
lava.
into the lava,
Feet first in
basically.
lava, yeah.
Yeah.
And
You've been
then
burned so often by so
Yeah.
many different sources of burn.
Good thing I.
This is the
was-
first time you've deserved it, really.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because before it was
'Cause all
Hoodie
the-
burning either you or your childhood down.
because
Yeah.
all the
true.
brain hooking definitely didn't deserve any burning.
Well, no, but I don't think he's been burned in direct response to a terrible action.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So,
But
speaking of burning, I
Yes.
believe at Hoodie at that moment was enacting a exceptional plan to persuade the people of the city to not kill
No,
themselves.
you first tried to persuade them. You're like, no, we're chill. No, man. Yeah.
But
It didn't work.
then he enacted his plan of telling them that there were cookies elsewhere.
did you just
in
choose
the
cookies
city.
because you like saying the long O's?
No, it's because I love saying cookies
Okay.
in a Hoodie accent.
You
And-
should open a shop called Hoodie's Cookies.
Hoodie's cookies.
A window actually also was flying above the group
Yeah.
of people
Telling
and
them to stop.
well, and you said
Promising
stop.
beans.
Before you promised beans, you said everybody stop. Wait, I'm window. And then they were like, "Oh, what do
Sounds
you
about
have
right.
to say?" And then you rolled a persuasion that was pretty good.
Ah.
And we were like, "What do you have to say?" And you were like, And we were like, "Oh, it's one part of a 2-part speech."
And then Window obviously said something great.
What? Give us a recreation of what he said.
Please, no! Beans! Friends? Soon!
I think that might actually be pretty close to what
basically
it was.
verbatim. And so then the people who had been charging themselves directly into the lava stopped and, on promise of beans and cookies,
Which, I mean...
somewhere else.
Yeah,
They're a simple
elsewhere.
folk. Yeah.
The simple folk who feed on
I
beans
think you
and
weren't
cookies
specific
and
about
honesty.
location. You just said the opposite direction of where they were headed.
Yeah, someone asked, where are these beans and cookies?
You're like, over there!
Yeah, and then they were like, "Hey, if we get to the ocean, should we just like drown ourselves?" And I'm like, "Whatever, guys. Like, I'm only saving you from this direct threat to you murdering yourself."
Eventually, my attempts to get you guys to roll persuasion checks was just met with, they can die as long as it's not directly at our command.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. But then, during your fight with Mountain Aem and his various earth golems, he began shooting the laser drill, directing it at you guys, trying to melt you into dust or lava, basically.
I did try to find the resonant frequency of that
Of the lens?
of the lens, and I succeeded, but I didn't.
Yep.
So
You basically
Yep.
just like
Those are
melted.
two different things. Succeeding and not succeeding.
Yeah.
And then Stone Reese, along with several other Terra members, showed up riding.
Skidooed up.
Yeah, riding skidoos that were.
Stone skidoos.
Oh, we
For those
lost the stone
The
skidoos?
Yeah.
skidoo stones. I'm sorry, Sean.
The
I am but a
stones?
man.
For listeners who don't know the brand Skidoo, it is a water
Jet ski.
jet ski.
Jet ski.
That is a hilarious name. And these were stone versions of that rode on stone instead of water.
Kind of like a motorcycle, or most things.
A
that
snowmobile.
ride.
I think we landed on snowmobile.
Earthmobile? Was it an Earthmobile?
Stonemobile.
A snowmobile.
Stonemobile.
All right, but so he showed up, Stone Reese. He saw Simon fighting these Terra cultists and said, "Hey, what are you doing there? You trying to show what's up to these terrorists?" Also, I mean, I may or may not be a terrorist. I have until now purported that I was intimated to you that I was a terrorist.
I'm gonna go hide on a bench. Did I talk to you? I don't recall.
I talked to it.
I'm
Oh,
very
you
crowd.
were like in a bench in the crowd the whole time.
I'm on
Yeah.
fire. I'm gonna go chill on a bench next to Frodrick.
I forgot that you Assassin's Creeded onto a bench.
I sat
and
in between
hid.
two people on the bench.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you talked to him. I do know that I kept you at the very bitter end from murdering him earlier in the past.
Frodrick?
No, Dakin Stormsbane.
Yes, the big reveal that was
Ah.
actually not that big was that Dakin Stormsbane had been undercover as Stone Reese.
Yeah, he
and
pulled a
But
Mission
what was my
Impossible
lie
and
that
ripped
turned out
off
to be
his face.
unnecessary?
Seymour Hoffman.
I don't remember what your lie was. I think it was that Stone Reese had stolen Christmas.
No, I think it was that Mountain.
that's
no,
true.
it
No
was
frost
that,
tidings.
No, it was that Mountain Aem. Mountain Aem was actually a traitor.
Yeah, you're
And
like,
then-
he's a traitor. And he's like, oh, we're murdering all of our friends. Okay.
Yes.
He
He was
was
like,
that
I'm a
was
traitor. I'm like, I take it back. He stole Christmas and Frost Tidings and Twin Peaks.
all of the holiday seasons.
David Lynch show?
Yeah.
Twin Knights.
Twin.
Twin Knights is the canon holiday.
Thanks.
So that happened, and then during the epic fight, Mountain Aem, with a last-ditch attempt, tried to melt you guys again with the laser drill,
Did it
but
work?
instead accidentally
We
shot,
died.
drilled into the side of one of the nearby mountains, out of which a giant ice boar that seems to have been buried underground,
They
shot.
delved too greedily and too deep.
Yeah, they delved too greedily and too deep for the third and final time this podcast.
Final? That remains to be seen.
Well, I mean, next season, every episode, they're going to be drilling. Or delving, I mean.
Oh, you can't say drilling.
Delve, baby, delve.
Dude, the things we know about this culture is that, first of all,
They love drilling.
delve too deep. Well, because second of all, that they wear dungarees. They wear like brown
Khaki.
earth tone khaki
Yeah.
dungarees. And third, you can't can't keep these motherfuckers out of lava.
Yeah,
They're
super,
just-
super
And they love
gullible.
beans and cookies.
There you go.
In
that's
that
the-
order, maybe?
That's the staple
My interests
food.
include pizza cookies,
Lava,
lava,
Delving too deep.
brownish smock thing.
just general delving, too deep and too greedily preferred.
But I can't do just one.
Oh, I can't pick just one.
If I had to choose, I would choose too greedily.
Well, I'm too deep.
Yeah, so that all happened.
Hashtag too deep.
Yep. But next season we're gonna meet the delving elves. So
Nice.
that'll be-
Oh.
But so the giant ice boar burst forth from deep underneath a mountain from its release from the earth, and it's kind of weird because you're like, ice boar, that's crazy. Why is it here? And then, because the majority of the episode was me being like, and then a surprising thing happens, and you guys were like, what is going on? This got way out of hand.
Two brothers.
Yeah.
With an ice boar. But don't worry, because then Stone Reese comes and kicks it into 11th gear.
Yep.
Yeah, I think then it was melted by the giant laser
By
beam.
the laser
correct?
beam, and then all that remained of the ice boar, as the layers of ice melted away, it slowly gave way to layers of rock and earth and mud, and eventually it was just a tiny little boar piglet completely made of mud that would
It
just
was adorable.
it would
Yeah,
just
it was.
slough off mud every time that it ran anywhere, and Simon eventually captured it in its hat of holding.
Not until after I had baked it several times, because it was the seed of my brother, the Earth Spirit.
That's true. As Mountain Aem said, no, the elemental seed of the earth, that's what we were looking for.
And Hoodie was like, "Thank you for that exposition. I wouldn't have known."
Yep.
Could we possibly construct some sort of magical object, maybe red on top, or white on bottom, that like stores this in a miniature way, and then when we need it, we can say, "Go, Earth Spirit Pig," and then I can, maybe I don't know.
You want
train
to
it.
turn my brother into a Pokemon?
Yes.
We can't say
but-
Pokemon on this podcast.
They come in and break through the window and shoot us
Whoa.
Poke Police, free!
all. Then was got a
Don't
lot
worry.
of money.
And it's meanwhile somebody out on the streets like, don't worry, boys, we got him. Or we caught him.
Through
Sorry.
an intercom, like,
We caught
gotta
him.
catch
We
them
caught 'em
all.
all.
We caught 'em
Yeah,
all.
gotta catch 'em all.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay,
Anyway.
police.
But so then, as Simon, in his last-ditch attempt to topple the Mountain of Aem, he roused the group and was like, "Hey, I think
I think we should talk about a pension
yep,
and whatever health benefits.
Social Security.
It's time we had the tough conversation Mountain Aem never wanted us to have.
yeah, but how can the pebbles take over a mountain? He is a mountain, and we are but pebbles.
What is a mountain if not a collection of many, many pebbles?
Oh shit! Let's
Run!
revolt.
Let's run!
And so the hordes that had been promised cookies and beans were momentarily diverted up to the top of the
Like,
laser drill.
I imagine it like World War Z fashion. where,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Just climbing
just
over each
sea of
other,
bodies.
trying to get up to Mountain Aem.
So
They
was
sort of.
there bodies that were on the lava and they climbed over those bodies? Were they sacrificed?
I
to the
prefer not to
greater
think
good?
about that part.
Well, didn't it like it get cooled at something like you
Whenever the beam stopped pointing at it.
Yeah,
it
you
stopped being
hand waved
lava.
away the lava being a thing.
I was hand waving a lot of the darker parts away. But
What the darker parts?
yeah,
but-
but so then Mountain Aem was toppled by the group. Simon got to stab him off.
Did he?
satisfyingly.
Did he, David?
Let's give Dan that. Last time you didn't get to
roll
do it.
Yeah, do it now.
Yeah,
That's
role play
scene
that
now.
for-
Yeah.
all right,
quick.
all right. So we're at the top.
For the listeners, when we actually played this out, I in a very
David
bad
played
You
this
hand waved
out.
it.
in a bad DM moment. I
And
was.
the big guy gets murdered by somebody. Who doesn't matter who.
I said that it was Simon who murdered him.
Finally, I get the revenge I was never able to have.
Hey,
Mountain Aem is here, and I am ready to run to kill him.
Get your hands off of me, you filthy pebbles. I'm a mountain. I stand taller than all of you.
Ah, it's Hidden Blade.
What?
Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab.
It's that
Stab,
magician.
Stab, stab, stab. And just as you're about to fall off, I grab you by your bolo tie.
Nice.
Yep, the
That I'm
bolo
assuming
tie.
you're wearing.
For sure.
And I pull you back, and I'm like, more. And I stab, 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 stab. And I pull up my cane sword, stab, 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 stab. And Simon's talking to himself right now. Simon, would like to take his brain, but he's not gonna dirty his hook.
Yeah, but
Not
say, did you
like
get
that.
any tincture action? Did you use any of your tinctures on this? Like,
No,
you saved a
I'm
special
still
tincture for this?
rolling high on the bonobo.
Okay.
Tincture.
On the bonobo.
Maybe you can make
tincture.
him stab, like, and stab himself. And you go like, quit stabbing yourself. Quit stabbing yourself.
Yeah. So I grab, but I don't even use the tincture. I just grab his hands because he's basically dead at this point. And I'm like, stop stabbing yourself. And I.
Ow.
I want to know
Ow.
that the actual reason that the episode's lost is because Dan paid me so that he could have
Have
that.
the moment. And then I take some of my dubs and I stuff them inside of his body.
And then you kick him off and,
And
he
then
explodes into
the
dust.
dubs.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but we still need the moment where he's falling off the rigging of the giant tower laser drill, and as he's falling through the air, he goes, no, the ground will kill me. It'll be so ironic, and then he dies because he's for the terrorists.
But
Yes,
really, I killed him though, right? Really, Simon killed. You're not gonna rob me of this again, are you,
No,
David?
that you didn't actually kill him.
No, that's nothing you ever do.
I am still clinging to life.
Alright, and then the ground brings him to near death. And then I drop a big old poop. I drop a
Okay, no, that didn't happen in the episode. This is back
Big
to
ol'-
recapping.
alright.
Back to recapping. Okay, so
Then
now,
we walked to the beach.
Mountain. Well,
Alright,
I'm so
but we all
satisfied
know.
now.
so Mountain
We all
Aem
know
died.
what happened.
Hoodie had been communing with the newly found Earth elemental seedling.
I was baking it and it would smell like earthy bacon, and then it would.
Yeah, and then run away. And then Simon was sort of upset, almost tried to kill Dakin Stormsbane as he dipped.
I know Hoodie like mouth tackled.
Exactly. Hoodie
Yeah.
tackled him out of the way so that he couldn't ruin the
Him. So you
future
could
time
kill
continuum.
Him later.
Didn't you brandish his own weapon at him?
Yeah,
And,
but
like, his
apparently like it
tincture?
looks different for some reason. Yeah, and I also waved his brain juice at him.
But I mean,
don't know.
you don't have the lightning in the sword anymore. So it's like, hey, I have the same model sword as you, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't be like, that's my sword from the future past.
Like, well, if it was my sword, it would have lightning. He would.
I see you
prove it.
didn't. I see you didn't splurge.
Oh, just you wait.
on the
Yeah.
lightning bonus feature.
No.
But so then Simon was sort of upset and captured the small boar muddy piglet in his hat of holding and then put it on his head. And then the piglet, who he named Mud with 2 Ds, then went
Sure, I did.
and then just sprayed mud
Yeah,
down
don't you
on
have an
his
endless
head.
cascade?
Blood
Yeah.
always coming from the hat. A
Yeah.
hat of infinite mud.
Just a dirty magician now. Just a dirty magician.
But then you make your way to the beach to try to find Liara, who is waiting offshore in a nice dinghy raft that she has
Following promises of cookies and beans.
following promises of cookies and beans. And then Window said something.
Oh, yeah.
Window went off by itself
Yeah.
to sort of look,
Contemplate
contemplate.
the wind and
Its
the
place
bees.
in the world.
And then you had
Understands
a,
everything. Communicates little.
Yep.
and then Window had a conversation with the group.
Yeah, Window came back and said, "Friends, Simon,
Ah!
Window must go to Window. Yes, be cool." And then
Window flew.
blew up into the air
and far away.
yes, and spray, and you pooped yourself.
That wasn't ever.
Well, no, when he said Simon, you pooped yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's because he made you or it's because you're just so shocked.
You get a little fear
Oh,
shake.
that's my name. Poop.
I'm poop.
Poop.
We're the cookies.
All right.
Super
Well,
bad.
with a slash through it. Oh, with a slash through it.
so, dear listeners, that is a longer than it probably should have been recap of what happened.
Or
in
shorter than it should have been.
Well,
Yeah.
it's shorter
Yeah.
than it originally was for sure.
Shorter than it originally was,
Uh,
longer than it should have been.
You missed some good combat, some rolls, but we told you all the cool parts and left out any failures we had.
And you're still getting an episode right after this. What will be episode 41, but we call it 42. Don't worry about that. We'll start to play, and we're going back to the Dino City. That'll be fun.
All right, peace. Hello and welcome to to episode 42. I'm your DM, David, and I love sound effects because Patrick hates them. Patrick has to edit this episode again, so here we go. Let's go around, meet our friends and family, and tell us your favorite sound effect, perhaps an obscure one.
My name is Sean. My favorite sound effect is glass striking the beak of a small bird.
Whoa! Fool! You think there aren't a dozen YouTube videos of bird hits window?
I don't know. It's not
Those
my
are-
job to know, is it, Patrick?
Those are medium-sized birds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a goal. I know a goal when I hear it hitting glass, and that's glass hitting a goal.
Who do you play?
Fool! I play Locron, and I'm a human druid.
Hey, favorite sound effect? Yes. Either, and it's
Either.
two. One I really hate, but I've learned to love. It's a sound effect that gets used in like every Steven Spielberg movie, and also get used in GoldenEye. It's this like this metal like recoil sound. It gets used when tanks hit the ground. It gets used when places explode. It's in everything. and
Which
I fucking hate it.
Which scene in GoldenEye does it get used in?
Okay, when the tank is chasing after the guys in the Lada, and he's like, use the bumper, that's what it's for. And they're hitting people in the crowd, and Pierce Brosnan's in the tank behind him, and he drives over a police car, and then when he's coming back up to hit the ground, like the nose of the tank hits the ground, and
Yeah, and
anyway.
It goes.
Yeah, and it,
It
makes
goes
that noise.
like this. Thanks,
And
Patrick.
it makes that noise. And the other one I don't remember because I got worked up about the first one.
Who are you and who do you play?
Oh, yeah.
It's entirely inconsequential.
Steven, window, comma simple garbage boy, period.
My name is Dan. I play Simon the Spectacular, who is a human rogue, and also Rodam, who is a dinosaur boy.
Simple Dino Boy.
Simple Dino Boy. And I guess my favorite sound effect, I love... I'm just gonna say it. I love the sound of children laughing and cheering. So give me that sound effect.
Yeah?
Yeah, in fact, I think I can hear them now. Yeah, that's sweet. Just all the time.
That was adorable, Dan.
Aww.
I'm Patrick, and my favorite sound effect is the sound of silence.
I knew.
Hello, darkness, my
Oh.
old friend.
Yes.
Yeah, I ruined it because now I sang it more than Garfunkel and Simon.
All
right.
of them together. You'll sing in trio for me.
Well, thank you for dancing for me, everybody. So, if you remember last time...
Anyway.
And,
Yeah, you went chaotic evil, but then the four
Some
of
of
you went down to the shore to rendezvous with Liara, who had found herself a small boat to sort of take you guys back out to sea.
Yeah, you described it as a raft last time.
A raft
Like, how
boat.
rickety
I'm
of
gonna
a
say a
shitty boat
dinghy.
did she bring?
A dinghy.
Okay, that's like seaworthy.
Like, you guys would have to... It's got a sail, but it's not always the most seaworthy, so you guys got to row every now and then in a funny way.
What?
in a wacky row.
Yeah, one of you can be like, my arms are tired, my back hurts.
I don't have either.
Only
of
one
those.
of us
I have
can
one
turn
of those.
into some sort of whale.
Yeah.
Some sort of whale.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes,
Yeah.
it would.
Turn into a whale and eat the boat for sustenance.
But we should also say that Window then bid you all adieu, saying that he could not be friends with Simon anymore because of his evil actions.
Or at least implying.
Yes.
Explicitly saying, who's to say?
Yeah, but so then Window flew off into the horizon, leaving the four of you, the three of you and Liara, to rendezvous upon the ship. Hello. What happened? It seems like there's some sort of chaos. I guess I should have expected as much, seeing as the four of you were the ones doing something.
Let's just say we all finally got the desserts we were looking for. Speaking of which, do you have any cookies on board? There was mention of cookies. I want.
Shut up, Simon. All right, and it's three of us now because Window has left us because somebody couldn't hold in his murder lust.
Murder lust. It was justice want. That's what it was. And I got
Justice
it.
lust at most.
Because when Simon wants justice, it's the universe really that wants it. and I just do the universe's bidding, and that's what that was.
Yes, I thought you were all going to sort of get vengeance upon the pirates who had destroyed your childhood.
Yes, see, we all agreed on this.
I mean, I assume you like took
In
them
my
into
head.
custody or something. Or
Yes,
maybe
Oh, yeah,
killed-
we
you
took them
maybe-
into the fire spirit's custody.
Oh, weird.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, Simon, that we may have at one point gone that way with like the ad campaign, but those people are definitely dead. You can't just set people on fire. I thought you could.
Oh.
You can't.
Well, that's too bad. Moving on.
Sounds like that's advertising to me.
That really seems like it's your mistake, Hoodie. Like you
What?
caused.
Oh, hey, you know
Yeah,
what?
it was
just
really
got
his
here.
idea. He created fire in this realm, so it's like, how could you even blame me, a mere mortal?
Hey, you wake up one day and you are fire, and you assume that you're here to spread the love. And when the love boils flesh and consumes matter, well, it's a hard knock life.
And
If
I mean,
that's
for
not
me.
an admission of guilt, I don't know what is.
And-
I hope you sleep well tonight,
I don't sleep.
knowing what you
I just
did.
watch you guys.
All right.
So I mean, they were all humans anyway, correct? They would have died shortly thereafter, regardless. They live short, meaningless lives for the most part.
That's right, we
I've
do.
done a lot of nice things for some folk.
Well, you are exceptionally old, I have to say.
How long do
thank
you
you.
guys live? Because I mean, I don't know how
Eladrin?
long I live either.
Well,
We
we
got dicey in my 40s, so we're somewhere around more than 40.
wow, I thought you were like
Either
80.
now or younger.
I'm 95% sure time has passed since other things happened in my life. But jury's out, so where is this raft going?
Yes.
Am I right?
Well, I mean, we'll have to
I
figure
was
out.
wondering too.
But before we get to that, Hootie, I have something for you.
Oh,
As I was placing,
cookies.
Or beans?
I forgot we asked already.
as I was placing the amber gem down at the bottom of the ocean, a piece of the ambergris that it was wrapped in fell off upon my hand, and it began glowing amber itself. And I thought that you might want this small hunk of ambergris.
You thought they might want like
Well,
the whale fat that was produced by Locron and then stored somewhere by
I-
Simon
I
for like an
always-
undisclosed amount of
I
time.
always knew you cared. I just didn't know how much.
Oh yeah, that
I
sounds.
mean, to be fair, Locron did shapeshift back, so now it's kind of just like human bile. Lipid
just
tissue.
my poop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Nice.
I thought that it was glowing. It was glowing with the same color that the gem that made Booty was glowing. So I thought that
Oh.
maybe it would like remind you of Booty. Or
I mean,
I was just trying to do
you
a
think
nice
I could
gesture.
apply it to something that's less disgusting?
I was just trying to sort of repay the debt because you allowed me to finish my job by sacrificing your brother. So I was trying to do something nice for you.
well, that's
That
okay.
may be the first time that some of the goodwill has been coming back.
Well,
our
I mean,
way.
he's only like a week old, right?
I'll burn it to remember.
Burn it for to remember.
And I consume it, but like by rolling all up in it, and it
You-
smears on my body.
That's right. Get all nice and deep like.
So as you roll around in the fatty bile of the ambergris, it starts to burn up on your skin and actually turns into sort of like a cloud of smoke that seems to stay around your tail and your body and sort of moves around with you, like encasing you in this shroud of smoke. And you now have a pair of booty pajamas. That booty pajamas, you know, like booty pajamas. That have roll an Arcana check for me.
Ooh. I don't think
I
I'm
roll
good at
one,
this.
too.
You can roll an Arcana check too.
Ooh, that's the first good roll. Booty, you're with me. That's a 19.
Also 19.
All right, so
I know
Locron.
exactly the same amount.
That's the
Well,
first time.
I'm gonna
that's
say
ever
that
happened.
Locron, you get the sense that this is a powerful temporal smoke, and since Hoodie has a deep connection with Booty, you sense through time his consciousness, like you feel back where Booty is.
Wasn't it like isn't Booty him?
Booty is him,
It's like
and
it's
so
like your fin sword, but in smoke armor.
So here's
Fiend sword.
here's how this goes. It has 3 charges in it. for life. Just
Oh, that's it.
there
Oh.
are 3 charges in it,
Snap.
and you can use them to Bill and Ted. So,
Oh.
you know, it's to pass messages from your current self back in time to your past self so that your past self will benefit from the boon so that you will also benefit. It's like when Bill and Ted are like, all right, we need to remember to go back in time and put a trash can right here. And then a trash can falls on their dad. So,
okay, so I can like make it so that I've been doing something the whole time.
yeah, basically.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's letting you retcon.
I can
Yeah.
I have 3 retcon charges.
Yep.
Anyway, is there any way to recharge these charges?
From your 19, it seems like probably not, because they're
We'll wear you
powered-
down. We'll
they're-
figure it
Simon
out.
rolled a 20, if that matters. Not
You
good.
know
The
basically
same.
all that
The
that
same.
Hoodie knows.
Nice.
Did you roll a natural 20?
No.
Oh, well, so you know some of what Hoodie knows.
Nice.
Anyway, back to what we were doing. So I guess with Window gone, are we trying to still do what we were doing, or are we going after Window?
Not the latter.
Well,
We're not going after Window.
Correct.
Well, it turns out, I'm not sure if we've ever broken this to you, but we're kind of from the future.
No, I knew that. You kept yelling it and saying like, "Oh, we have to do things because
well,
of the
it's
future."
just weird because you didn't seem very impressed with all of that.
I mean, I've been alive for a couple hundred years, so it's not the weirdest thing I've seen.
What is?
There was this one dog that was like so ugly, and it was just like, how did that dog become that ugly?
You mean like this?
Dog! And then I turn into the ugliest dog I can think.
Wow.
Which is?
Shiba Inu. But
No, you lose the game. Yeah, man, you can't even start with
Hey,
a Shiba Inu base and get a weird dog. Those dogs are dope.
Shiba Inu, but inside out.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
It's especially fluffy
It's
on
only-
the inside.
Yeah,
It opens its mouth and fur comes out of it.
Yep.
That's terrifying. Anyway, no, you lose because you badmouthed the Shiba. She goes, well, so I guess if we're not going after Window, you guys are going to try to get back to the future then? That's
I think we could maybe do both because, you know, I didn't hate Window. I think maybe I should.
Why did Window split?
Because Simon drank a brain drink and ordered all of the. Hey! Hold on, I have to talk to my smoke for a second. How do I communicate with the booty smoke to retcon certain actions?
It would
you can
just
save the people.
it would just sort of have been already like you just sort of have to tell me.
Since booties existed, right? Like
Booty existed. So during a time that you both existed, you wouldn't have been able to have done the thing.
All right. During what amount of time period, I want Hoodie to have snuck in and evaporated all of the Bonobo, specifically brain tincture, in Simon's pocket. So when all that shit went down, and we were like, "The fire spirit, fuck you, we out." He would have been unable to order all of the people into the lava.
I'm gonna say that you can't have done something that you already did because it would have to be you.
Since I had the smoke.
It would have to be since you got the smoke. Since you got
so
booty.
It's fucking Looper.
Yeah,
I see what
David.
you're thinking in your brain right now, and you can't undo what
You
we've
can't
done.
take that away from
You
me.
can't take this away. That was my victory.
Also, that
Okay.
would just be so hard to retcon.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Because then we wouldn't have killed Mountain Aem.
Hey,
and
listeners,
we'd be-
do you want to not remember anything?
The whole last episode.
Didn't happen.
Fine, fair enough. But I realize all this in a time when I feel Booty's thoughts on the subject.
And
I
you waste
guess.
one of your threes. Your shots. On nothing.
Oh no.
Okay, so
There are cookies on the board.
Yeah.
I make it so that cookies happen.
there you go. All right, so at that point, you see fluttering down from the sky a tricorn hat that looks an awful lot like Windows, and it lands on the deck in front of all of you. And Liara sort of looks and points at it and be like, eh?
Hat.
Yep, that's a hat.
Hey everybody! Thank you for listening to episode 41 of the Kain Campaign. I am not alone this week for the interlude because Patrick's here.
I am David. I'm here to support you in everything that you do.
Thank you, and for once, neither of us are almost dying from sickness.
Yeah, we passed it to each other through
Normal
microphones.
channels. We should really stop licking the microphones
each
as a
time.
pre-show ritual. But regardless,
It shouldn't look so delicious. Goddamn you, Snowball.
they do look like giant ice cream cones,
A
which
little
is
bit.
really, that's fine though. This means that we can now finally do a hashtag trash bag. So we have a couple of scenarios that were thrown out for us. We got Samuel Hopkins, he's got a merchant caravan who's running around various places from town to town, but he's making an awful lot of money in each town. He's making more money than the things that he's selling, so he's selling something on the side, a secret thing.
Oh, so is it like the IRS, the mystical IRS investigating him?
Perhaps that's what the adventure is. They're playing the
Auditors?
Yeah, the auditors.
The feared auditors of the international
The
revenue.
Infernal Revenue Service. We've already made this joke in
Fair,
the
fair,
podcast.
fair.
But so I had suggested perhaps some sort of sinister cloning rituals going on, so the caravan leaders stealing DNA from each of the most desirable caravan members and selling it town to town so that criminal organizations can use these clones as their patsies and various ne'er-do-wells.
Ne'er-do-well.
Because then you have a fun campaign where the party is investigating, like, no, it wasn't me, I swear I was framed,
And
sort
then
of
the
thing.
party is framed.
And then the
by
party maybe gets framed.
simulacrums of themselves that they then have to confront and their own humanity, and they learn a little about themselves and each other.
And aren't each other included in themselves?
Yes, but also it brings them close together as they tear each other apart.
There you go. I've never been entirely sure what a simulacrum is. What is it?
It's a similar thing created out of some
A
other
person's
matter.
crumb?
Yeah, no, not a person's crumb. They're not a thing that people have.
All
it's
right.
like a robotic, like a golem or some type of. I forget other words for those words.
Yeah. It would also be cool if the caravan owner is maybe while the rest of the caravan sleeps is extracting people's hopes and dreams or even like joy. So
selling it on the black
selling it on the
market.
black market for very rich and bored aristocrats who I can find no joy in common pleasures anymore.
He makes it into like a bubble tea, and
Yeah.
each bubble is not filled with delicious yogurt,
Ooh.
but with hope and a young child's exuberance.
So not only did that make me excited for bubble tea, and I'm gonna get some later now, but also maybe he's extracting childlike innocence, or like, you know how when you read a book and you're like, oh man, I wish I could read that book again for the first time. He's extracting that sort of ignorance and putting it into people so they can re-experience something for the first time.
But the children he extracts from get progressively more jaded
Just
and world weary.
super cynical children being delivered to their destinations but not giving a shit.
Yep.
All right.
Then it makes them harder. They're better caravan guards.
Oh, dang. Oh, okay, so Samuel Hopkins, hopefully you can use some of that. Let us know how your campaign works out.
Include the bubble tea, hashtag tea bubbles.
Yeah, and to all of Samuel Hopkins' players, buy him some bubble tea for DMing for you. That's the nice thing to do.
It's the age-old reward for DMs everywhere as
Yeah.
tea of bubbles.
Delicious. We also had a request from Tem Wieland. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Sorry if I'm not. But he is running a world that's full of magic, and he said that even just commoners and children know second-level spells in that world. So he wanted some interesting things, how the world might work for that. First and foremost, what comes to my mind is there'd be lots of kids being thrown in jail. Because
Or like, the jail not really working anymore because
Everyone
everybody
knows.
can blow their way out of regular jail.
I suppose the...
Not the way that sounded like. Explode their way out of regular jail.
Not the way that sounded like.
Yeah.
Maybe the anti-magical field business is booming.
I once had an idea for if you had like a sort of ceramic clay that just shed magic,
Mhm.
and it was like fairly easy to make as long as you knew how to like make clay into armor plates.
Mhm.
So like it's pretty cheap to just be mostly immune to magic unless people are like physically picking up a real object and throwing it at you with magic. So it's a lot more of
Oh.
like wizards are essentially cannons.
Yeah.
Because you just had to impart force on a person.
It's like how you always think when you're watching Star Wars, like, why don't they make mirror armor that reflects the blaster shots?
Or of some sort of another.
Yeah.
Like a prismatic armor.
Yeah, for the people who know about what blaster shots are made out of, I'm sorry, because I don't know.
It's probably heated plasma, right? You know physics.
Look at you go.
And heated plasma is definitely not a
It's just-
redundancy, because
Yeah.
plasma's sometimes cold.
Yep.
Shut up, David.
But then I also think that if you're going for the whimsical sort of way with the very magical universe, which it's kind of hard not to, I think it would be awesome to have one or two non-magical people who are just like wonders of the world, and they're like, oh my god, he moved his couch from one end of the room to the other end of the room with his legs. What are you doing? That's preposterous. That sort of thing.
And they go on tours around
They're
the
like
different
rock
countryside.
stars.
Yeah, doing mundane tasks
Yeah.
to a crowd of crazy wizards.
Yeah, exactly. He lifted that boulder with his arms. No, surely he cast levitate upon it and just merely made it look. No, it was his arms. That sort of thing.
That would be insanity. I think that you'd be in a tipsy-turvy, flipper-flopper world.
Sean also suggested it would be interesting to have a cult that sort of worships technology and doesn't use magic, and then you could have a war going on where they're pitting technology versus magic, and probably the technology is coated in anti-magical paint or something like that.
But at the same time, you'd probably that would be generated by a whiplash against all the shit that magic brings along with it. Because if everybody was able to cast stuff all the time, there would be so much crazy bullshit running around the world,
that's
because
true.
you'd be bringing things in from different places. How many different summoning spells are there?
Yeah,
A shit fucking
there would be
ton.
horrors everywhere.
And just because kids would be like, I want an imaginary friend, and then it turns out to be
It's a real friend.
a night walker from the ethereal plane
That's
of
true, and-
suffering mortals.
Any sort of organization or society would probably be instantly ripped apart.
Mhm.
So because
Well, is this like a spell plague apocalypse where everybody gets powers, or is this a world that has always had crazy powers all the time?
I think it's where that's true. I don't fully know what Tem's envisioning.
It'd
But
be hard to figure out what a society would look like if everybody had crazy powers from birth. More than likely, you would just be like suspended in baby jail for like a while upon birth.
that's true.
right?
Until they figured out what I suppose, because like Hogwarts is everyone's like, oh, those kids would have just killed each other.
Oh yeah.
But you would have to have essentially like military school, but from the time that you are an infant.
Oh yeah, you'd have to like babies would have like a solo time where it's like that baby does magic and kills himself, then no more baby. Like what
We've
are we
all
gonna
agreed.
do?
Babies killing themselves is just a part of life nowadays.
Yeah, I mean you'd probably have to reduce the population pretty dramatically. Everybody would have crazy powers. You got to have more separation.
You could have a bubble boy society where everybody's protected by a bubble suit that reflects magical energy or something.
And they're all just very polite. Etiquette is super important because everybody's got like not even a loaded handgun, but like a loaded like missile launcher on their shoulder at all
Quantum
times.
field generator that
Yeah.
just rips people apart.
So good luck with that. Those are all strong ideas.
If you want us to riff for 20 more minutes on this, we totally will.
Yeah.
So just hit us up with another tweet and we'll do our best. So thanks, Tim Wayland, for that. If you or your loved ones or anyone you know has any needs for their D&D campaign or backstory or just needs inspiration for life in general, throw it away in our hashtag trash bag. Just tweet to us or send us a Facebook post with hashtag trash bag in it, and we'll announce it live on air just like we did for a really long time right now.
Yeah.
We're full of ideas, guys. It's the weekend. We're chilling. It's great.
Full of ideas and full of promise of a brand new season coming up, David. We're getting close to the end here. Are you prepared to bring things to a close for season 3?
I'm trying. It will either be episode 43 or 44 that we end. The more that I get closer to it, the more it seems like we might hit 44. So, everybody, get excited. We're hashtag the trash can for window for president, all that jazz.
Yes, indeed.
But
We've got a
let's-
debate coming up, David, so you'll be looking for debate questions.
Yeah, if you have any good ideas for a debate question that you want to ask Window, Simple Garbage Boy, Rodam, or hell, I don't know, any of the crew, just hit us up with that.
Patunk will probably not be participating in the political process.
That's
He has a hard time with peas.
yes, with P.
With non-silent peas.
Yes. Well, regardless, send us those tweets to say hi, whatever you want to do. But let's get back to the episode because we've rambled long enough.
Goodbye. Hat.
Yep, that's a hat.
And you hear in your brain a loud booming voice that takes up all of your thought. Yo, what up? Living Gate here. I'm back because Window is being kind of weird now.
Hi.
He ditched you, but I was going to transport you all back to the future. But Window doesn't want to go, or at least not with you guys. Do you guys want to go?
Yeah, I mean, well, guys, these 2 weeks are 2 weeks that we'll never get back if we just go to the future and not have them.
There were also 2 weeks that you never had. I'm just saying, just throwing that in there.
But are we just in jail right now? Is that what we're like our actual? So we'd have no chance of running into ourselves.
Yeah, unless you went to jail.
It's our free fortnight, gentlemen.
Hashtag free Fortnite.
We can do whatever we want. There are no rules.
Well, that did seem like there wasn't many to begin with.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hey, well, do you know where we have to be to meet up with Window again in 2 weeks exactly? Gate?
I know what
Man?
Window is in 2 weeks, yeah. I don't know why he became Keanu Reeves now.
Because you Bill and Ted and
Yeah, like totally. He's like, yeah, he's underground, guys. It's cool. I'll take you there. Chill?
Do we want to? Okay.
I mean, do we have anything to accomplish?
Nope, let's go. Here we go. And
That makes sense.
you just gotta put on the hat, because that's where Window is. He's in the hat. That's why I put this hat here.
I put a little fire fluff and it pops under my head and...
Well, yeah, but I mean, you guys are all gonna have to stand on top of each other so that it like goes bloop 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 down as it envelops all of you.
Good thing it's cute. Good. That's my favorite way to travel.
I go top.
Absolutely.
Top, okay.
Top.
I'll be your bottom bag if you be my middle bag hoodie.
So does Hoodie have to put all of his Lady Rainicorn length like
I'll
straight
say you
up
can
and
coil.
balance?
Yeah, wait, so let me get this straight. The
Simon?
time that you are giving carte blanche to coil and you're not coiling,
But I can't coil because I guess it would coils be
If you
sucked
coil
in.
tight enough.
You should just coil around all of us and then put the hat
I
on.
turn
and
into a
then-
magnet and I fucking fire straight into the hat. No, okay, we
I
go.
like how you do your nerd voice to do the magnet. I turn into
a coil.
How do you magnet coil?
David, give me the David. David.
All right.
Magnets, David.
Okay, so you all put on the hat. Liara joins you. I don't know who this is. Just kidding. I totally do because I read her mind. And now she can come. She was there in the future. Yeah, I've seen the future, guys. You go. It's fine. So we are going
You guys
to.
are there. It's great.
All right, enough excluding Window because now we are going to travel forward 2 weeks in time to be with the Dino Crew. So if you remember, the last episode we did with the Dino Crew was the Christmas episode where you guys all gave a speech. You flew up on a seed towards the top of Gorgorath where the birds live, but then an anti-magic barrier cut out your magic. Window stopped being able to fly temporarily because it messed with your brain.
Is Simple Garbage Boy with Window?
Simple Garbage Boy was with Window, and Simple Garbage Boy grew 3 sizes that day.
Oh, regular sized boy.
Yes, regular size Simple Garbage Boy.
Regular
Simple
Garbage
Garbage Boy
Man?
Classic, maybe?
Simple Garbage
Man?
Original.
Did he also get older? Did he
Yeah,
get
I mean he would have. He was through all the bee and ant wars. Like at least
He's
He's
a
got
grizzled-
hard.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a little older.
All right, we'll call him Simple Garbage Teen.
He's going through puberty.
Simple garbage.
Simple
tea.
Garbage Teen.
He's got a
I like
really,
that.
He's got a really shitty beard.
Now I'll be more emo about all the shit that he does.
Yeah.
Can you, make your,
GT.
can you make your voice crack too?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so then you Magistrate Nee showed up, and he was like, look, there's a giant tree in the center of town to commemorate Twin Nights. You're all appeased and placated. Ha ha ha, let the birds reign for 1,000 years. And then you guys started a riot, and then...
Not really. It was like
Then we
a
tried to
gentle
keep rolling.
booing.
You started a gentle booing. Locron tried to hug Magistrate Nee, which was a no-no. And then you got thrown near a shit pit, out of which the seed that you had dropped grew into an even taller tree than the Twin Nights tree. And so now there are 2 trees up through the middle of Gorgorath.
Way up there, right?
Just way up there.
And they grew from giant seeds.
From giant seeds. And then Magistrate Nee pieced out, went straight up, went back to his home.
Way up in his home.
And you guys were all cheering the trash can, etc. Some of you were cheering
the
trash
trash
we
can.
can.
Not a unified.
The one I made one tweet where I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna hashtag trash can," and then I was like, "Trash we can," and it's so hard to keep them straight. Anyway, that was not super important. All right, so but that happened. You guys were trying to instigate a riot. You basically the Kenku came down in force and did what essentially amounts to arcane tear gas to sort of disperse the crowd, and then you all spent the night trying to harbor yourselves like fugitives. You know, what you guys witnessed, you heard various what sounded like axes being wielded. And
What does that sound like? Can you give me a preview?
well, as you know, I love sound effects, so you're in luck, Sean. But so you look outside, you see at the center of town there are a bunch of guards, Kenku guards, encircling the second tree that you guys had grown, and there are just axes wielding themselves and chopping down the tree.
But I bet it doesn't work, and they break and blunt themselves on the bark.
No.
The bravery of the bard.
No, it's straight up
No,
gets
it's working?
chopped.
All right.
These like crazy mages who like wield sorcerer's power, like send a bunch of dudes with axes to like.
They wield themselves. These are
Yeah.
self-wielding axes.
They created axes. It seems like
Spectral
probably
axes.
they created unseen servants, which is a first level spell.
It
So,
started as one axe, and they're like, let's get rid of this axe. And so they sent another axe to cut that axe in half, and then the 2 halves of the axes became full-fledged axes.
yeah.
A sorcerer's apprentice is that.
Yes.
That-
And now the whole place is full of chopped things. Oh, the master's gonna be so upset.
Who was the master in that? Was
Yen
Mickey?
Sid.
Nah, he was like
Yen
this old
Sid.
guy.
That was an old guy.
It's
yeah.
Yen Sid.
Well,
Which is
but-
Disney backwards. He's the.
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
That's the name of the magician. The sorcerer.
Why do you know?
You have my
that?
favorite source of niche information.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
There you go.
So wait, all right. Well,
So they're chopping
down,
down-
cutting down our tree, but tank.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it makes sense because they don't want anything that will allow dinosaurs, to climb up to the upper stakes of the canyon.
So we gotta stop them from stopping us, but tank.
Or climb fast.
I don't think I have anything in my bag that is effective enough to do that though.
But could you check anyway?
But
Yeah, I will. I sure will.
Rodam, you might not have it in your bag, but you got it in your heart.
I rolled a 14 for things.
Uh,
What do we got, David?
Wait, what the fuck are we trying to do? What the fuck is happening?
What's behind door number 1?
I'm sorry. I don't remember. Are we at the top of this tree?
No.
We're harboring ourselves.
Yeah, you're
or something.
regrouping for the night after you're
Failed.
All right,
done.
so
After
we're
the
like
failed coup
we're like
riot
watching
thing, right?
the tree get chopped down.
Yeah,
from a
and
distance
you
then.
hear timber, and the tree
Wait, so
actually.
we've been piecing out long enough that they like.
It happened real fast. They had like 60 axes chopping this tree down, and they're mages. They get shit done.
Fair.
So the tree, you hear timber, and it starts to tip over and almost falls directly on top of like the orphanage, probably. But it falls into what seems to be just a
hospital.
void, and the tree just disappears as it falls, and you're left with silence and no more tree. And you see all the Kenku officers now start to patrol the streets and leave behind the stump that's there. Some of them start grinding up the stump with magic, but
All right. Now, Rodam, remember what I said about it not being in your bag, but it being in your heart? But tank.
Sure I do. Was that before or after we started talking about my parents and how they left me to go
I
eat
told you it wasn't
children or
time.
something?
But you did it anyway, didn't you, Patink?
Yes, it did.
Anyway,
It doesn't matter anyway, because now that tree has tumbled into the abyss, so goes with it our hope. Give up and die!
That was very poetic, Patunk, but let's just clear this up. Your name is Patunk, but when you spit, it sounds like Patink, right? It's been a bit confused.
There might have
Do you
been a
think-
time or two once I said Patunk when I was actually Patinkin. I'm sorry, Captain Kain, that we all can't be
Captain-
self-consistent.
Captain Ken, do you think he's named after the noise he makes when he spits?
I don't know how dinosaur customs
Or
work.
maybe the noise is named after him.
Yeah, I
maybe-
started that shit.
Or
He
maybe
started
the
that
other way.
noise. That's his
Patink.
signature noise.
He was the first dinosaur to ever chew mint leaves.
Yeah, that's why I'm always wicked fresh.
Wait, you're one of them people that done dare cut down our tree there guy.
No,
Why do you
I mean,
why
I
do you
didn't-
like us?
I'm Captain
Name
Ken.
3 things you like about us individually right now.
Well,
Specifically, and not none of that shirt shit.
All right,
I don't
we're-
care about my clothes.
Well, Bear
Then
Leg,
we're doing a trust fall.
we're doing a trust fall.
Well, Bear-
Nothing you can do about
Bear
it.
Leg, first and foremost, I have to say you're Bear Leg, because I know that you would want me to. Second of all, remember that night we spent at that haunted house and you cradled me because I was afraid of ghosts?
Not in front of the kid.
Well, yes, but no, it was a completely loving
oh
platonic
gosh,
cradle.
it was a monster. It killed that dog.
Yeah, I know, and I was so
It
afraid.
murdered it.
No,
right in
that-
front of our eyes.
Yes, but we learned a greater lesson of friendship
We learned
because
a lot about ourselves
Yes,
and our
and-
capacity for love, apparently.
and thirdly, your ability with spices and cooking is very renowned, I have to say, and it makes those flank steaks that Rodham's got nice and tasty.
You ate my supply of utility steaks?
Well, I mean, at first when you first got them, Bearleg was cooking them up every night because he didn't know that.
That's where they went. I could have used those in that recent situation with the axes.
Well, yes, but I mean, you have to remember, you ate them and didn't even recognize that they were your flank steaks, so it's sort of on you too,
I
Rodham.
had never. If you had fed me dinosaur, I wouldn't have known I was eating dinosaur.
Are you?
A note about that.
Are you implying that I fed you your own kind? I'm not that.
I guess I wouldn't know. The thought had never crossed my child brain until just now.
You gotta watch out for what you eat. Somebody might try to slip you some poison, especially now that you're like trying to overthrow the government.
I'm not. Well,
I'll be your food taster, Rodam.
thanks, and you could just spit it right into my mouth, you dirty man. Nice.
Like a baby bird.
I like the system.
I gotta say, I think we're getting off message here.
I
Yeah,
think
the
we're
message
too.
is hope is gone.
Wait a
Die
second.
down and die.
Wait a
we'll
second.
fossilize eventually.
Patunk, do that thing you do again.
Patink.
Yeah, do it one more time.
Patink.
Look at where you just patinked.
There's an object.
You're right.
And or person.
There's
I roll for
tra-
things.
It was all over the trash. The trash on the ground. It's what Window's been talking about this whole time.
Wait, Windows there with them?
Yeah, no, Window's been here for.
Yeah.
Oh!
The
As
trash
that
that's
simple
been
garbage.
here the
Do you
whole
remember
time.
when you were being with friends with dinosaurs?
Yes.
All right,
Of course.
we're gonna start giving you homework, man. You gotta listen to the episode.
Remember what we said
Okay,
about
so yeah,
the trash?
there was we Garbage Kingdom we tried, but that failed, and now we're in the Cloud Kingdom.
Clouds. Okay.
Because there's birds.
Yes, there have always been birds.
But are we in the
We're in
sky?
Gorgorath. You know the fabled sphincters of Gorgorath?
We're still in the garbage underground place.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the only garbage.
Okay.
This city is filthy.
Yes.
And from that filth we can find hope.
And highly
because-
confusing.
Because the trash can, and trash we can, all the way to the top. We need to build a trash mountain that no magical axe could chop down.
Some type of very structurally sound trash.
That's right. And I think if we get all of the dinosaurs, especially the ones with the way long necks, you know, the ones
Yeah,
like
the
I-
Brontosauri.
like Brian over there.
Brian
good
Thesaurus.
Brian Thesaurus. Brian T.S.Aurus. T.S.Aurus. That's right, that's his name.
Hey, Brian!
It's on his door for
Yep.
Brian T.S.Aurus Law,
You.
defense attorney.
I know you're a defense attorney, but would
Yep.
you join our more militant defense of our dino rights in this trash protest?
How important would you say that slick talking and verbal arguments are to this here campaign?
Middling to fair.
Oh, that's fortunate. I will assist you.
All right, here, take all the trash you can and tink it over there.
Window.
Yes.
Do you have some kind of spell that could make my voice project over all of the city for good?
You know, Window.
And you know Rodam.
Windows
Yes.
been burned before.
I'm all about helping people, unlike other people that might be out there in the world.
Yes.
Yes.
Simon.
Who dat?
Bad
Oh, you.
guy.
Wow. You're so
A font
eloquent.
of new words there, Window.
Maybe.
But could you project my voice? I have a message to share to our constituency.
Sure.
All
Is
right.
it's done.
He puts like little the bees go out in little hives that work as speakers.
They transfer
so,
the longitudinal waves of his speech
Oh,
patterns
science, you
into,
just
into
talk and
progressive
then my
bees.
window blow your voice.
Yeah,
man. Your voice will get blown
so
in the
here's a couple of things that are going on. As you handed all of the trash and flyers to, I don't think there were flyers, but there might have been some errant flyers in the trash, to Bronto Thesaurus.
Brian
T.S.Aurus.
I can't keep track of all these names.
Yes, ours.
But Puck actually picks up some trash and also brings it to the Brian, and he goes, "Oh, thank you, giant dog." Ha ha ha. And then, cause Puck is still in the mix, guys.
Oh, right. And he took his dog back. 'Cause he's
He didn't. I
counselor's
don't think
dog,
he.
Chancellor's dog.
The magistrate. The magistrate didn't see Puck around at that point.
being sneaky.
Yeah, Puck's being sneaky. Perhaps he doesn't want to go back with the magistrate.
Puck is part of the revolution. He is a brother in arms.
And then,
paws.
second of
Adorable
all-
little paws.
as you guys walk outside to go project your voice real loud, you open the door and the creaking of the hinges seems much louder than usual, and there's actually a giant rumbling that's associated with it that's sort of strange, and there's huge cracking noises that sound like wood bursting through other wood, maybe.
Wood on wood.
Which, again, sound effects. But you walk outside and you see, just as the one tree had burst forth from the bubbling muck pit, now in its place, having been cut down, there are 20 other trees
Oh shit.
growing up, like as big as redwoods, just growing up through the underground cavern that is Gorgorath, displacing several dino homes and maybe the orphanage.
The orphanage rises up on like a big
Well, the
bushy
orphanage
tree.
is rising to the heavens.
There goes the second
Crushed
orphanage.
against
Goodbye,
the ceiling.
orphans.
I'm not related to any of them
Maybe.
Probably
by
not.
blood. Maybe.
You're way cuter.
That okay. All right.
And
It's like some
there-
terrifying Hydra tree.
So there's just chaos happening, and everyone is screaming, "Oh my God, the trees! Everybody look out! Oh my God, the trees! Everybody look out!"
Brian T.S.Aurus, calm yourself.
Oh!
Now is not the time to lose your shit.
And Puck grabs a piece of shit and brings it up to Brian T. Soros, and he goes, "Oh, thank you. I almost lost it."
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, and oh my God, this is unlike anything I've ever seen before. This is not what Twin Knights is all about.
No!
No.
Oh no!
Windows become heavily invested in the missions of other people.
I don't understand quite whether we are on the same side as this tree of many trees.
It seems as though I'm just doing your voice now. It seems as though this tree is hurting a lot of things. It seems as this tree is on its own side.
Oh, well.
Seems like it's time to align ourselves with the tree.
All hail the tree.
All hail the
All
tree.
hail the tree.
Now this is.
Wait a
this
second,
is,
are we hailing the tree?
No,
the tree.
do not hail the tree.
Good job, Rodan.
This is how we got in this. We started worshiping shortness, and that's how we got to where we were in
Tree,
the first
we
place.
can.
No,
the
that's
tree
not the same.
can.
That's
the
not.
trash
Stop
tree.
it! Stop it, Brian Tiosaurus. Shame on you.
Well, Brian Tiosaurus is the best damn market salesman in the business.
That's not what he does.
I've been studying it part-time.
Yeah, he went to night classes.
taking
Oh,
courses.
this city has changed for the worse.
Our new tree cult will be way better than the old shortness cult.
How quickly you all lose sight of our mission.
Yes.
Which was...
To free the citizens of Gorgorath from the oppression of the Kenku.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are the Kenku not citizens of Gorgorath?
Well, no, the hierarchy established by the Kenku that's oppressing the dinosaurs is what we're fighting against. You're cool, Ken.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Just as long as, like, you don't shove me in with a bunch of newly enslaved Kenku, that would be cool.
Who said anything about slaves?
I don't know. It seems like you guys are really all about, hey, we want equal rights, but that means the dinosaurs are better than the birds, and then...
That's hyperbole,
Oh,
sir.
entirely so, Patank.
Stop
you
it!
not-
No, that's no slaves.
What? Wait.
No slaves in the.
I think
in the
he was
future.
agreeing with you. I think maybe you
Yo,
just...
no,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
The tree needs no slaves. It's
That's
sad.
not the tree. No, the tree is not.
This tree is trying to divide us, everybody. We gotta stick together.
Oh,
Two
the tree
steps
brings
forward,
us
one-
together like all trunks go to the same
It is
central
two
taproot.
steps forward, one steps back with you, Patung. Just leave the messaging to me and the talking pile of trash.
And Patunk grabs Rodan by whatever like adorable vest he's wearing,
A neckerchief.
his neckerchief,
Yeah.
and goes, "I will see you. I know, 'cause opposites attract." And then he jumps into the tree and it rises up and like clings with Brian Tiosaurus.
Yeah. So now you're just like about 30 feet up on the tree and just being like looking down at everybody.
No, we're going further into its willowy embrace.
Now you're climbing up the tree
Yeah.
as it goes. All right, make me a climbing check. See how high you get. Athletics, por favor.
Is that like an acrobatics or
Athletics.
is that athletics?
But if you do it theatrically, it's acrobatics.
That's a 21.
All right, you're able to get up to some of the higher branches. Eventually, you get about, let's say, 100 feet up, which is about a quarter of the way up the cavern that is Gorgorath.
The tree gives me strength.
But
It is a giving tree.
You start to run out of breath around there, and you got to sit down on a limb. They're sparsely spaced on this tree.
Well, I
but-
assume, isn't it also like just ever growing upward?
No, it
Grewed.
I mean, it
growed.
grew and it went through the ceiling of the
through.
cavern, and
Okay.
like now there's rock raining down.
But this tree is unaligned.
It's
Apparently.
the tree grew through the ceiling of the cavern and now is outside.
Just as we
presumably.
will break through the ceiling of bitter regret and
The grass
isolationism.
ceiling.
Sounds like you're projecting, but I can get behind your vernacular.
Bareleg, join me in this ascent to a better place, Patank.
That sounds
Patank
right.
about it.
But
I gotta say, remember that boy who used to be small and now is big and has just been like sitting quietly in the corner? Are you okay? You haven't said anything for a while.
Don't talk to me.
Oh wow, your voice got deeper.
I changed, okay?
I'm big now.
I'm like a simple garbage teen now, guys. So like, I only care about like things that are cool and not like dumb things.
but
Like
you
Window?
seem
How do you
so,
feel about Window
complicated.
now?
Window's like my surrogate father figure. Window's like pretty chill. Window wants to be like politics, but like
What if Window told you to clean your trash bag? Would you do it?
no, dude, cause it'd have to tell Window'd have to tell me. Stupid.
Okay.
What?
That's what I was saying, but okay.
Oh, well, I'm bad at listening. I'm a teenager.
Yeah, fair enough. I just thought that because you were sort of the campaign manager before, but now it
Yeah,
seems you're
well,
sitting
I
on the
got a new
sidelines.
idea, and it's called We Just Go, anarchy style, in the streets, telling people, megaphones, just disrupt the whole system, because we got to, it's
Like a violent approach?
Hashtag disrupt system, social media presence.
You
Window,
should
how
have
do you-
a honeycomb phone. Which is like a
Honeycomb phone.
giant honeycomb with
Yeah, I'm
the
tweeting-
bees.
You
I'm
just
tweeting
whisper in a bee and the bee
Tweeting the
flies
bees.
away.
Tweeting the bees.
I'm on buzz right now.
How do you feel about that, Window? Do you want to do anarchy style?
Sure.
Oh wow, I was sort of thinking maybe.
Yeah, Window, you're cool, man. Like, anything I want, Window will at least go along with for a while. So, I hope I don't let you down, Window. Yes! Cool!
All right then.
He's embracing his rebellious teenage phase.
Yeah.
I don't really get this, but maybe I'll.
What's there to get?
Maybe I will.
What's there to get?
I don't know. I don't.
You look like a tryhard, man. You gotta...
Stop that. You're being hurtful now.
Oh,
I'm just simple old Rodam, just trying to make my way in the world.
Rodam, what do you
Seek
want me to
adventure.
do? What do you need your old pal Bearleg?
Bearleg, I need you to get up there and talk some sense into our crazy friend right now, Patunk.
So you wanted me to climb the tree, but you're only telling me now. It seems like I could have had a little more.
I never
forethought
told
with
you
that.
not to climb the tree.
That
All should climb the tree.
A leader does not just dispute his underlings, Rodam. You got to be nice to the people who are following you, or they might stop.
Leave it up to fate and come and join me upon the bark.
See, for instance, that was a terrible pun, but as the leader, you have to respect it and say, "Oh yes, good work, Patunk."
Good work, Patunk.
You're a sap for me.
God damn it. All right, I climb. I check the climb.
Athletics.
21.
Yeah, you climb up easily
Same roll.
to join Patunk up on a
Can I
branch.
use my monkey bear leg?
Nope, you got a bear leg.
But I'm a monk.
Oh, that's very confusing.
Ish bear
Oh,
leg.
I see what. Because animals are named. The leg.
Yeah, you climb up to meet Patunk.
Do I beat him? Do I do better?
Well, do you want to? I thought you
You
were trying
waited
to
like 5 minutes. There's a whole teenage conversation.
Just to prove that I could.
But it was I
So
rolled
you
the
cl-
same as you.
You climb
But
up
I'm a
like
monk.
once. You climb up like right up to Patunk, and then you're kind of out of breath, and you go, I could have done it.
I could have done it.
Yep.
Nailed
Line.
it. Nailed it. Line.
All right.
Okay,
So
well,
what brings you upon the bow to me?
Brian.
I needed to branch out and
Ah,
diversify.
That's the password.
Getting
It's a
back-
bad tree pun.
Getting back to my roots.
Aha!
Yeah, but you're tying me in knots.
That you're off
No, I'm not.
off message
We're-
there. Bear leg.
We're perched to do well in this birch.
Brian T. Soros
All right,
says.
I will accept that.
Brian T. Soros says, "What does this accomplish?"
Brian T. Soros.
I know that wasn't a pun, but goddamn, we're sitting in a tree. What are we doing?
What aren't we doing?
Yeah. We're
I don't
sitting
like
here
that boy.
as
He's
a,
mean.
No
as
one
a peaceful
does.
protest. Next time they come bearing spectral axes, we'll be ready for them.
Okay.
yeah, I get it. We're gonna sit at the top of the tree, and if they want to cut it down, then they're gonna have to cut it down with us up here on it.
Now
doesn't
you're
sound
all
very
aboard the train.
Yeah, I'm gonna also attempt to climb, but my poor little arms. We'll see. That's a 14.
So you're having some trouble climbing up there.
Ooh.
Window helmet.
Would you fellas mind giving me a dinosaur limb?
Oh,
A hand? I don't.
Oh.
Do we call it that?
I'll drop you a vine. And
A
then
neckerchief.
A vine. Damn you. Drop a
I
vine
probably
down
got
you.
some adventurer's rope in here. Let me just throw that up to you, and you can just pull me up.
And we haul with all the combined force of our love for Rotam.
All right.
Now we're all in the tree.
Cool.
Yeah, we
And Captain Kankin shouts from below and goes,
yeah, this is a great plan. It sort of seems like maybe they won't care about killing some dinosaurs if the tree falls.
But now we're above them both. We're above. We're
Morally
higher than them.
and vertically.
In elevation. You owe them
mean,
three nice things.
We're
Don't
still,
think I forgot.
we're still doing that? Okay, Patunk.
Wow, okay.
Here we
yeah.
go. Your scales look very nice. Remember?
Hell yeah, they do.
Remember that time that you polished my beak and I was like,
Whoa!
no, that's not
Universal.
it's not a euphemism. He took out some beak polish and then because I had chipped it because we were eating some particularly hard rock candy and
At the county fair.
yeah, and Patunk was like, "Let me get that for you," and I was like, "Thanks, Patink," because we were both Patinking at that point.
Yeah, you were spitting out pieces of your beak.
Yeah, right. We all had a good laugh about that.
That was good. I just sucked on it so I didn't hurt my teeth.
I know. I didn't realize that it would be so hard.
It's called rock candy.
Well, I should have known. There you go. That's why you're the new leader, because you figure things out like that.
I think I'll take just the one.
Just the one? You
That
don't
was
wanna
a
keep going?
hearty memory. And I think we can probably skip.
You don't want to
the
build up more
Rodan.
backstory between the two
Nah,
of us?
I feel like we're probably a dead end, more or less.
That's probably
You're really more Rodan based.
Well, yes, and don't forget Bear Leg.
That was
It's impossible. I've
three things
tried.
to remember.
Remember, he has a bear
All
leg.
right, so now do we now have like a clear path to the magistrate? Because
Well,
we're so high.
you'd have to climb up the tree more. But at that point, you see a swarm of Kenku flying down, descending
Are they
downwards.
flightless birds?
Is it like the
Well, but they're magically
the,
flying.
like the flying monkeys in Wizard of Oz?
It
Kinda
appears
sorta
as though
like
they're
the-
levitating themselves down. Yeah, it's basically like a swarm of Kenku.
Nice.
And-
Exactly like that.
Yes, and they're
One would say.
it's like the Kenku police basically flying down, and they're all going wee wee as they fly down. And they land just sort of coating around all the trees, coating the cavern floor where all the dinosaur hovels are, trying to keep the peace, stopping any dinosaurs who are rampaging about from not knowing what's going on. And they see you all sitting on the limbs of the tree, and Magistrate Knee associated with a group full of other Kenku burly-looking Kenku mages. They float up. They're burly because they make themselves look imposing via magic.
Burly birds.
Yep, and
Doesn't
they
matter.
float in front of you and they say,
Oh, you are? The ones who are causing all the trouble at the Twin Nights celebration.
That was a different legged.
Yeah, why don't you
bird.
prove it, Birdman?
Well, you're
Yeah.
made. There's one of you that's 3 trash bags in a hat, and that was definitely one of the ones.
No,
Yep.
maybe.
Yo, see, you're already caving.
No.
Charisma roll.
Yeah.
All right, this is a contest.
He floats a mustache up in front of him.
And shoots them complimentary beans.
that was a natural 20.
Oh, then you beat my 15.
All right.
15.
And he goes, yes.
No.
I never
yes!
forget a trash bag.
Wait,
Come
David,
on.
did you roll with disadvantage?
No.
Because I think you have DM,
DM
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
That was an 18.
Shit.
Well, wait, what? My charisma?
Yeah.
It's a tie, isn't it?
20.
Whoa.
You have plus 5
What?
charisma?
Oh, well.
No.
It's all right.
No!
I've imprisoned people for worse. For less, I mean. I'm not going to imprison you, though, because it seems as though we have a common enemy. It's like enemy, but with a tree.
I like him. He may stay.
I heard, coming down, my spies heard you all making tree puns, so I decided I should try to ingratiate myself amongst you, to make a tree pun.
It's like less cool now that you're doing it.
You
Yeah,
nerd.
it's a Paulin. Zing. Patink.
I don't
on
find it
truth
very ferny when he does it.
Nice. I like you, man. Chill.
Well, regardless, I know that this pile of trash and this small dinosaur are each vying to take down my carefully established magistrate society.
Why don't you prove it with evidence and
Well,
pictures and shit?
no, I'm here to offer you a solution.
Whoa.
I
Ooh.
If you volunteer to take care of this tree problem, I will meet you all in open debate. And we will have the dinosaurs and Kenku decide who gets to be their next ruler.
That's an unexpected turn
Yes,
from you.
it's certainly not.
magistrate.
It's certainly not a trick.
Yeah, man, it's like totally probably a trick though.
Can you,
so like,
you offer us a gesture of goodwill?
yeah.
We need some of that will.
Yeah, some sort of giant magical weapon with which we could threaten you. should you lie.
Perhaps some sort of like cannon or equally heavy-duty weapon of war.
Or like a massive blimp. You know.
I have an idea. What if I don't turn you all into bugs and then squash you right now? Because have
As
you
if-
noticed my 20 guards?
They're-
And
Yeah, we saw how burly your guards
he
be,
snaps.
but clearly
one
we
of the,
have the high ground.
as they're floating nose to nose with you.
Ah.
One of the guards puts one of his feathers to his nose, and
His beak?
yes, to his beak. Excuse me. And Brian T. Saurus turns
no!
into a tiny little bug and
Whoa!
goes.
Anti-bug.
Shit!
But don't worry, we shan't squash him, for we are birds of our word.
Damn it.
We are birds of our word. Damn it! I
They,
wanted
like,
to get that.
No
out.
one will know.
Like grab a mason jar and a stick and put him in the jar with it.
You do?
No, do they?
No.
Or do we?
do you?
Brian, I'll save you. Don't worry, Brienne will see you come home tonight.
Pre-anti-Saurus.
His wife.
T.S. Aris. Yep. Brienne.
They have the
Brienne.
same middle name, too.
No, it's actually different. Just the same initials. That would be weird if they had the same exact name.
All
They
right.
both have two middle names.
I'm going to take that as a yes. And he flicks.
So that's the magistrate we're talking about?
That's the magistrate you're talking to, and he flicks his.
But wait! Before you flick any feathers, we need a neutral moderator. Someone that has neither side in mind to moderate this debate.
And at that moment, Window, are you on the ground or have you been floating up there with the?
I figured
bag?
I'm up there.
Okay, you're up on the branch. All of a sudden, your hat starts to jostle around,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
your hat actually sort of poops out Simon, Locron, Liara, and Hoodie as they sort of drop out of the hat, and your hat just like.
Oh!
Whoa.
So now they're
Whoa!
they're balancing on top of your bags as you are sitting on the bough of this tree, and everyone sort of goes, "Whoa,
Dude, shit!
what is going on?
Putank.
Who are your friends?"
I am Hoodie.
And I am Simon, and I shoot doves everywhere. Doves.
One of the Kenku snatches a dove in its mouth and chomps it down. Nom, nom.
Steven, no!
What if-
He was only 2 performances away from retirement.
And Magistrate Nee, so you guys all sort of like fall over onto the bough of the tree that everyone else is sitting on. And Magistrate Nee says, what if these random civilians perform? Because I can tell they certainly don't know you.
I have no stakes in any of this.
Not even-
flank steaks? Sorry, I can't do Rodam.
Did you say flank steaks?
Thank you.
I like this man. Is that blood? No. I have no blood on me. None whatsoever.
Yes, and we are super good at whatever you're asking us to do. Also, hi, Window.
Hello!
It's been a while.
Hello, Window.
Wait, and Captain Kenken says, you know this bag, Window, you know this fire snake?
Yes? Right?
Has he been hiding in your hat this whole
Window,
time?
say no more.
No, we
These
came from the past. Now we're in the future.
Yeah, these guys were like I knew them
No,
when I was
stop,
like younger.
Stop talking. He might overhear you. If Nee figures out that these are your friends, Window, then he might not think they're impartial, and we can't use it to our advantage.
Yo, I like don't know these bros at all. Like,
All right,
I thought I did.
I did.
Let's get each of you to roll a charisma persuasion check.
Which
Each one of you will roll one die,
Okay.
just to keep things easy. It'll be a group check.
Whoa.
What do we got?
6.
like an 8.
18.
15.
Well, thanks to you two, that is just enough. Simple Garbage Boy, roll a second time.
Simple Garbage
Because you have to roll
Teen.
for SGB. Or Simple Garbage Teen.
Yeah.
excuse
Can I
me.
use an inspiration to roll again?
Yeah, if you want.
Inspiration.
17.
Nice, 12 now.
All right, well, it's still enough to beat Magistrate Nee, who he was just befuddled by the people showing up all of a sudden. And he goes, well, okay. This seems on the up and up. Time to announce it to the masses. And he flicks his finger in the air, his feathery finger, and there's a giant ding, 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 that just rumbles around the cavern, and his voice echoes out, "Attention, citizens of Gorgorath! There will be a public debate, but first, these visitors will clear the trees out, so don't worry, everything will be returning back to normal. Remember what our founders always said, though? You cannot work together with those different than you. So keep that in mind, birds. I hold up the famous tablet that the founders set down, and it's for real.
And remember what the youngest and the cutest of the new generation says. And Patunk lifts Rodam up, Lion King style.
And I
His
whisper.
voice echoes with window might.
I whisper out of the side of my mouth. Is this where is this the trash thing? Is this where we say the trash?
I'm Window!
I'm Window!
I'm window.
I'm Window!
We're all window.
You were like all window.
Wow.
Yay.
Oh, okay. I tell you what. We've been chopping down this tree. Sorry, this is Magistrate Nee talking. I need to do a lower voice. We've been chopping down this tree, and it only seems to grow the more we chop it down. So I think.
Maybe you should just stop chopping.
The tree will always be.
Nope, we gotta get it down. Because
Like, why, dude?
Because
Like,
we don't want people from the lower parts of the canyon to climb up to the top parts
Let
of
the tree be.
Nope,
Let
the
the tree be.
We literally just made it.
yeah, let the tree be, man. Like, it's just like giving us oxygen to live, dude.
We literally just made a deal that said you would cut down all these trees. If you don't cut down all the trees, then we don't have a debate.
And we'll never return Brian T. Saurus to his children!
Yep.
Breen TSRS?
We don't need to list all the names of his many children.
TSRS?
We know he has 7 different children.
Bryant SRS?
What about B. Ryan T. Saurus?
Briantsa? Aris?
Okay,
Yes?
but seriously, you might want to try to root out the problem by destroying the roots of the tree. I think that's really the only way to do it. Delving into presumably the shit pits, where the down in the ground.
Hey, that's not any way to talk about the orphanage.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like environmentally friendly either, bro.
Yeah, also, I thought the agreement was that we would leave the tree for you to attempt to get rid of it, because we have no interest in the slaughter of innocent trees.
Then there's no debate, and you all continue to be subjugated by my rule and bug! And he puts his finger to his nose, and he's going to attempt to turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got some resistance
You
on
can
this,
be a
right?
good
He's
bug.
going to attempt to turn which one of you? Probably, Simple Garbage Boy.
Teen.
Simple Garbage Teen.
Bug.
So roll.
Teenage garbage.
Oh, you'll
bugs.
become one of the bugs that
Roll
you'll become a bee or
a
an ant.
wisdom
Oh,
saving
yeah.
throw.
I'll get some good understanding.
A wisdom saving throw, por favor.
Mirage. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I'll use Windows Wisdom, because...
You have 13, or you got 15.
15
Yeah.
is not enough, and you are turned
Oh.
into a bug.
Simple garbage bug.
Bee.
A tiny little beetle.
It's way better if he's a bee, though.
Half bee, half ant.
Yep, there you go.
The joiner.
He's
of the two.
he's the one that's been prophesied. The second being.
Whoa!
Yep, so there you go.
Oh no!
If you want more where that came from,
Oh
you'll have to. If you don't want more where that came from, you'll have to cut down these trees, or at least find a good way to cut them down.
You could try burning them down.
That
with
would.
some sort of focused laser.
I mean, what do you think those axes were made out of?
Laser focus.
I didn't see any axes. This is Simon. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Simon. Nice to meet you.
If we are burning things down, I could probably burn it down. I'm pretty good at it.
All right, so you newcomers will help the old comers, the Dino crew, burn.
Or
Would help all comers.
Yeah.
I am a turnover a new me.
We're pro comers.
well,
Magician man, I
Yes.
would like to talk to you on the side, real quick.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Magician.
Okay.
Sidebar. And
Sidebar, Simon bar.
Simon
bar.
he casts levitate upon you, and then you both levitate up about 100 feet so that no one can hear you
I'm doing
speaking.
this. This is Simon's trick.
And he says, I couldn't help but notice that you are dressed in magician's garb.
That I am. I am a master of illusions.
Are you-
And I don't know. I cough up some blood for some reason. Which I then sop up with my infinite handkerchief. I just keep spitting up blood, but I good thing I have all these handkerchiefs.
You wouldn't happen to be the very same magician who was in charge of the destruction of Port Artisana, would you?
Well, I wouldn't say I was appointed in charge of it. It was kind of a spur of the moment betrayal of the trust of my friends. But yes, I did do that.
Well, it seems that you would have quite the experience in putting down rebellions, and it might be an obstacle that or a skill that I could hire you for. For if you haven't noticed, there seems to be 1 or 2 rebellions in the moment.
Well, how do you Let me start with a simple question first of all.
Yes.
Are you an agent of Tempest?
What's Tempest?
That's as much as I remember. That's good enough for me. Tell you what, I'll do it for the usual company fee.
Yes, okay. I will for sure give that to you. Just make sure that those dinosaurs don't come back from their mission.
All right. Just remember, say hi to Ferretith for me. Wink.
Yes, I will.
Levitate down!
He snaps and you are joined once again on the tree.
And we're all getting ready and packing up to go on a tree hunting expedition.
Well met, boys. Window.
Yes, Simon.
Just saying, well met. Let's go.
Oh, why is Window here? I thought Window left you all.
But now he's back.
This is very
He
strange.
came out of his hat.
That's
Remember?
very strange.
Window is window. Maybe.
Yeah, but not as strange as some weird dog, right, Liara?
Well, I'm just saying that dog was super ugly.
Oh, whatever.
But then that is where we're gonna end this week as you all prepare to go
be betrayed by Simon.
Go hunt on this tree quest. So thanks everybody for listening to episode 42. We will be wrapping up 2 weeks from now with episode 44. Because it's divisible by 11, and that's how our season system works.
Sure.
So thanks for listening.
Locking that in.
Quick, one last sound effect. There it is. Thanks, everybody. Have a good week.